That doesn't even make sense,
Shut up,
Callie.
you.
Wait, what did Kelly say while I was going? Cause
Yeah,
I
when are you getting Nintendo Online?
whenever I get paid. When when I ever go to GameStop, basically.
Okay,
Probably
when's your
on
birthday?
Saturday. My birthday,
Got him.
Yeah. When
December
was it?
26th.
Okay.
I'm going to the mall this Saturday, so I'll probably get that.
My mama's
Alright,
taking me
I'm
to
ready
the
now,
mall
Callie.
tomorrow. Alright, hold on.
I'm gonna. Oh, there it is.
Boy, you know you need to come give me that thing.
What?
That shit slap, bro.
Alright.
Meanwhile,
Give us just a few moments, stream. We're just setting everything up.
RAR XD. No.
All right.
You good?
oh, I found this video on my recommendations. Y'all gonna have to look at this too.
Alright.
My back was itching, and I had to scratch it.
Yeah, y'all gotta look at this real quick. Yeah.
Alright, let me know how the stream sound on your side. This man already got the thing.
I'm blind, so I can't hear it.
I'm deaf, so I can't see it.
Exactly.
Wait, what? Hear no evil. Speak no evil. Speak no evil.
Raw. Okay.
Alright, almost ready, everybody. Just probably give us like another 2 minutes or so.
Meanwhile. Bro, this is the stupidest commercial I ran into my whole entire life, huh? So the Nick, I'm assuming that's Raphael, so he just takes his towel off, and then it's a pickle. Like, what the fuck?
Pickle. Oh, it's a pickle.
No, it just show a jar of pickles after he takes the towel off.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Wow.
I tell you, it's supposed to be his pickle.
Look at what I send their family. That's what it is.
Everyone here? Well, that's going to
Yeah.
be... Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. What is going on, everybody? It is your host, Cali Gold 45, and I have a few guests for this wonderful Sunday evening. Yeah, evening. Today we have Aunt G's.
Happy Negro Month.
Oh my god. Happy Black History Month, everyone. We
Oh,
got
Negro Month, Kelly.
we got Electric Razor.
Look inside my mouth. You'll be surprised at what you see.
We are good. And we got B-Man the Killer, who is also streaming Dragon Ball Z Kakarot at the moment, but he'll be joining us in our discussions today.
Yeah, I saw Android 21 looking like a breakfast snack lunner in brunch.
Breakfast slunner and did you just say a breakfast slunner and lunch?
I don't know. But so So for some topics we'll be talking about today, we'll be talking about Tyler the Creator winning his first Grammy. We'll be talking about Netflix's newly announced One Piece live action TV series.
Ain't talking
Um,
about that.
a rumor of an
I
major
love
actor
you.
change in the new Black Panther sequel that will be coming out um, probably in the next few years. And also just a few more topics we'll be talking about later on. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So, oh, whoa. Ooh, it's cool, it's cool.
This
Oh,
is
we got
why I hate
Zatro.
Discord
Damn
radio
it.
with a burning passion.
We also got a Zatro Enigma Zero joining us today. So, since we're all here, let's go ahead and talk about our first topic, and that is the announced One Piece TV series that will be coming to Netflix in the future. So, how y'all feel about this announcement?
Trash.
I'm okay with it. I like One Piece, and I'm pretty positive about live action. So I'm gonna give them a chance. Okay.
How the
My
fuck you gonna take
question-
900 plus chapters and put it in 10 episodes?
Question is, will it be 1 to 100 on episode 1, or then it's so on and so forth? Like all 10 episodes are
That's literally,
recaps,
unless
or
the episodes are gonna be like 5 hours each, it ain't gonna work.
Did they
Yeah.
not say
Apparently, it's going to be 10
apparently it's
episodes.
gonna be 10
episodes.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what.
Exactly.
that's what we was
So
talking
you're
about.
gonna take a damn near 1,000 chapter manga, not even counting the bullshit filler in the anime. Not
They're not
counting
gonna
that.
include everything.
Then it's not gonna work. Because even the manga itself is so fucking overwhelming that unless the episodes are like 6 hours long or some shit, it ain't gonna work.
Will it be like its original series, or will they copy off the anime?
Most live
This
action
is probably going to be
shows
adapted
don't
anime.
include everything. Full Metal didn't include shit. Fucking every
Full
live
Metal's not
action show
nearly
does
as long as One Piece though.
it.
And people still gave that Full Metal live action shit.
It's a live action, of course they're gonna get shit.
Okay, then so how is the One Piece thing gonna work? You're going to take the biggest manga in history and squeeze it all into 10 episodes.
They don't care about it.
That's
They
like
just
trying to
get
make
inside.
cat. That's like
Don't
trying to
matter.
fit Nicki Minaj's ass in a Catwoman suit.
Well, the thing about One Piece is all separated by arcs.
Okay, but the arcs are so fucking massive that you literally cannot condense it without it not making sense. The One Piece storyline is already convoluted as fuck. You gonna convolute it even more?
I'm not really worried
I'm
about
not really
the
worried
length
about
of
the
the arcs. I'm more worried about how they're going to. Well, not worried, but more concerned. How they're going to. Like
Because there's no
CGI.
way in the fuck. There's no way in the fuck. You're gonna squeeze the whole Big Bomb arc into one episode. You ain't doing that.
True.
You're not squeezing the. Okay, here's one episode. Here's one main arc. The arc about Nami's old crew. You ain't putting that in one episode.
That's not gonna work.
I will say this. What's worrying me is the fact that One Piece. I think out of all the other shonens that came out in the past decade or so. Well, in the past 20 years, let's say that 20 years. One Piece has the most weird but unique art style, where these characters they don't really seem realistic. You know what I mean?
Hollywood's already anorexic. All they gotta do is just find a bunch of tall ass, skinny ass models. Job done.
Cause let me think of a
Then that's
character.
gonna insult people. That's gonna insult people even then, because they're gonna be like, you took Silicon Valley and try to do One Piece with it. And it's like, fact is, you ain't gonna find nobody who looks like Luffy.
The only thing I'm
They're
worried
gonna
about
do
is
it. They're-
the personality.
No matter what
They
way
got
they do
some
it, it's gonna be bad.
extravagant
It's
ass
gonna be bad.
personalities.
Apparently, they're
Like
gonna
the whole
have
crew.
the people. That's
weird.
What'd you say?
Like the whole crew is just a bunch of weird niggas. I don't think they're gonna like really portray that in a good way. They're just gonna make it really stale and not give them personality.
No, I know they'll give him personality.
Either that or they're gonna overact and it's gonna be just still just as bad.
Yeah.
But just from what I've seen, they're gonna have the people that's working on the Cowboy Bebop live action to work on the One Piece.
I didn't
How
see
about
that.
they just stop making live actions? Because they're just gonna piss off the anime community more and more and more every single time.
But we had,
Okay, what
really had,
region is making it? Japan or America?
but the thing is, we had good live actions and we had bad live actions.
Name 10 good live actions, Callie. Don't worry, I'll wait.
We had Bleach, we had Alita Battle Angel, we had the Bakuman
Alita?
movie.
You
Yes.
are the only person who likes Alita, Callie.
Oh no, there's Alita.
No,
fan base.
Callie, I
is.
checked the reviews on
They're
Alita.
non-existent.
You the only person who gave Alita some good. No. Everybody
You know,
said that shit
people
looked
don't exist,
weird.
Callie.
The adaptation of anime eyes was really bad.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Everyone said that shit was weird. The way they did the eyes looked bad. Her fingers were fucking just everything about it was really, really bad. You are the only person who I've heard give that movie any
Alita
good
movie
hearsay.
Is a great interpretation of
No,
the
it's
manga.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Like, after
You
I
want to
seen
know
the
what's a
movie-
good interpretation of anime eyes? Not doing anime eyes.
When you watch the movie, sure, the anime eyes may seem weird at first, but then you
No,
grow.
even people said like her personality, it was just fucking. It just did not come off the right way. The way they had the actress trying to act like a fucking anime is even like it was one person I read. It said if you're gonna have people play in an anime adaptation of a live action, and you're gonna try to actually make her look like anime, why don't you just render the whole movie out and then actually have anime voice actors act out the fucking movie?
They should have just had it like a cosplay. They shouldn't have like did no fucking rendering or 3D shit to the faces. It just made it worse.
Well, look, here's the thing, right? Both James
That
Cameron
girl
and
looks like Coraline on crystal meth.
Yeah.
like I said before,
Callie, I bullshit you not. You the only person who has given that movie any type of praise.
but I'm
the
not the
only
only
person.
one out there
Right,
that
so
likes
you should
that
know.
movie.
Avatar, the
And
last
plus,
fan of Alita.
Listen. So, like I said, at first, the eyes
Okay, so
may
that's
seem
two,
weird.
and one of them already just got knocked out. So you back to one. Go ahead.
Let me
Name 10
finish.
good.
Let me finish talking about Alita first, okay, before you keep on moving, okay? So, the Alita movie, it does adapt the anime very well. When it comes down to the character looks like the main villain in the movie.
You want to know another bad adaptation that's actually worse than Alita Battle Angel?
More Evolution.
Aeon Flux. That movie
The hell
was
is that?
pure garbage.
Never heard of it.
Aeon Flux is like a 1990s anime that they decided to have the girl who played Alice in Resident Evil act as the main character, but the storyline had literally nothing to do with the anime. The whole action scenes were really, really bad, and the whole goddamn story was like, first off, half the movie was so dark you couldn't see shit. Like it was just bad, bro.
Callie, you read the
coulda had
manga
the girl
for-
from Resident Evil playing her.
Yeah, I read the manga.
for Alita Battle Angel.
So the personality.
Yeah, if I'm not
carried over
mistaken,
well?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
her.
Alita's
okay.
personality transferred over.
No, I'm not talking about Alita. I'm talking about Aeon Flux. I think it was the girl from
I'm answering Electrics.
Isn't the girl from Resident Evil the same girl from The Fifth Element?
Oh.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
I don't know her fucking name. Is the main
The Fifth
character
Element.
from Resident Evil movies the
Chloe
same
Burbank.
character? Is the same character? Is the redhead chick Lilu from The Fifth Element? Are they the same person?
No, Chloe Grace Moretz was not in the movie. I don't know.
That's a very good question.
I believe the answer is yes. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the same girl in Aeon Flux. They thought that because she did a quote-unquote good job in their adaptation of Resident Evil, she's going to do good in that. It's either that or it's the girl from Underworld.
Okay,
Because I know the girl from Ultraviolet. I know the girl from Ultraviolet is the same girl from The Fifth Element.
Kate Beckinsale was the girl that did Underworld. I don't know her about too, but she's bad.
B-Man.
Okay, look who started Aeon Flux. Because I think that's the girl from The Fifth Element in Resident Evil.
Who called me?
B-Man. the Mega Man with the lion in his hand. What's that Mega Man name?
You talking
Is
about
that Star Force?
Star Force? Yeah,
Or that's
Also,
that's the name of the game or the
yeah.
anime?
Mega Man Star Force.
I was gonna
Okay.
name a few more animes before.
Wow, what's up?
What do you think?
Okay, no, by all
I'll
means,
let
go
you
ahead.
guess
Okay.
Because you
Like I said,
basically
like I
at
said.
one. I'll give you 1.5.
What you say, Patrick?
Well, I was gonna go in more
Email
detail
to
about
the-
the movie, but
I was just
I'll keep
wondering.
listing all the other ones.
listing all the other ones.
So, like I said, I said Alita.
I said
I
Alita.
said Bakuman.
I said Bakuman.
I said Bleach.
I said Bleach.
Not Hey You.
Bakuman got a
Talking
live
about.
action?
Yeah, Bakuman got a live action.
Bakuman
It's
got a
really
live
good.
action. It's really good.
Detective Pikachu was pretty
I
alright.
feel like Detective Pikachu
That's not
is
really
not
an
really a
anime.
live action.
That's a game.
I feel like that don't count.
Pokemon is more
I
of a
mean, but
game
it's
series.
Pokemon is
I
still an
feel like
anime.
Detective Pokemon does not count though.
Pokemon was originally a game, though. It got turned into an anime.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Detective Pikachu doesn't count because, first off, okay, here's what I feel
Also,
is
Detective Pikachu the
a
game too.
live action from an anime. The same characters from the anime are in there, right?
Huh?
And you try to take the plot and apply it to the movie. Detective Pikachu is based off the Detective Pikachu video game. That is not an adaptation of an anime. That is an adaptation of a video game. It's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
a lot of people
name
don't know there's a
some-
Detective
What else?
Pikachu video
What
game.
else, Kelly?
I was gonna
I was
say.
gonna say.
Fuck, I lost my train of thought for a second.
One second.
Death Note
Oh,
2006.
Death Note 2006.
That movie was
That
bad.
was
2006 Death
I
Note.
didn't watch
2006
it.
Death Note.
Yes.
I did not see
No,
that.
it was
No,
from
it
beat by
was
beat. It
from-
just
No,
the
that movie
Arrow
pissed
versus
off
the
Death Note
World or some
fans.
shit?
I heard about that movie. I saw that shit on Netflix. One of my homies like, don't even do that to yourself.
Yeah.
If you think you hate Death Note now, you gonna hate it even more after you
You're
watch
thinking
that
about
shit.
the
Thinking about the
Netflix Death Note
Netflix
movie. I
Death
said
Note.
2006
Yeah,
Netflix.
2006
Not
Was that the
2006
was
Death
that the
Note
Arrow
movie,
versus the
Japanese
World or
version.
some shit?
Japanese version.
That one was good too.
That one was good
But
too.
I'm talking about the
I'm talking about
first
the
Death Note
first
live
Death
action.
Note live action.
So
The
there's
Japanese
three of
version.
them.
Japanese version.
Yeah.
If you put
Yeah.
Blood Plus next, I'm gonna smack you in the face, Callie, because that movie was awful.
There was a
They
Blood
they
Plus
fucked up the whole storyline of Blood Plus in that movie.
Personally, I will say
Personally, I
Ghost in
will
the Shell
say
is
Ghost in the
good.
Shell is good.
No,
Oh, I forgot
no,
about that.
Scarlett Johansson trying to play that detective. No, I'm a fucking Ghost in the fan. I'm a fucking Ghost in the Shell fan. No, I love Scarlett Johansson, but she had no business in that movie.
Tag Ghost of the
I'd rather take the bitch from Memoirs of a Geisha, and she's Chinese.
Oh, goddamn.
No, I can't throw the whole damn list away.
Can I finish?
What you got next, Kelly?
You're already just
Can I
starting out
finish?
really
Can I
bad.
finish?
Can I just finish?
Give me that.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Callie's that American Idol judge that likes everybody.
Yeah. I believe it.
I was gonna say.
No, it's not
you do a
even that.
great
It's
job,
just you're
Harry.
Simon Cowell.
Hmm?
Come on,
That's bro.
dog.
Someone's Black Force energy tonight.
Too
I'm
hard
not
on
Simon
it,
Cowell.
right?
Spirit is.
Wait, who?
What
If y'all
was
seen
the
the
rest-
Speed
rest,
If y'all
Kelly?
seen the
That one
Speed
was
Racer
good.
movie, that one was good.
No,
Oh
I
my
saw
gosh.
Speed Racer.
Is that the one with John Goodman in there?
Was it?
This man
I feel like there was like a
this
The
man
thousand
finna
commercials
end up
give
adding
you hope,
Dragon
but
Ball
that
Evolution on
movie,
this list.
no.
Oh my god.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Exactly.
Now I
If
wouldn't.
Callie says Dragon Ball
No,
Evolution,
why would I-
I'm
why the
leaving
fuck
the
would I say that?
Why would I
podcast.
say that?
So
Oh, no.
So,
You
like
have
to some
terrible
ex-
taste,
to
Callie.
some shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, like to some extent, the Attack on Titan movie was
Attack on Titan
alright
movie was
with
alright
like the
with,
CGI. Let
like,
me
the
finish.
CGI.
Let me finish before you start raging. All right.
Oh, end
Let
up
me
making
finish.
a leaf.
For one Pacific plot point in Attack on Titan movie, that's what really threw me off. But in terms of the CGI, the action, the costume design, and some of the story elements were alright. But
Yeah, it wasn't the worst thing in the world.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would say it did.
I would say
To
it
some
did
extent, did
to some extent
stay
did
true to the
stay
actual
true
series.
to the actual series.
So here's my question: do Attack on Titan fans like it?
It's mixed.
quiet.
It's
yeah,
kind of
see,
mixed.
you hesitated. That means no.
I said it's
There is no
mixed.
mixed in the anime community. If you have to say mixed, that means the answer is no.
But I would say the
But I
anime
would say
community is
the anime
just
community
default,
is just default
like
like
upset.
Not
whenever
Attack
they
on Titan
hear-
fans.
No, let me finish.
No, let
I
me
would say
finish. I would
the
say
anime community has like a default reaction to be worried
That's
instead of
because
being
they've been burned enough to feel that way. They have every right to feel. Any anime fan has every right in the universe to automatically be pessimistic the moment they hear live action and anime in the same sentence.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Every anime fan at this point. Shit, I have reasons. Motherfucking Tekken is one of my favorite fighting games. How you think I feel about that Tekken live action? I want to punch somebody in the throat just thinking about it.
You know, I still haven't seen that
But-
Full
No,
I
Metal
still haven't
Alchemist
seen that
live
Full Metal
action.
Alchemist live action.
Attack on Titan is my favorite anime of all time, and that movie wasn't like. Of course, if you compare it to the anime, fuck, get that shit out of here. But like, just
Of
give it a
course they're gonna
chance
compare it to
and
the
on its
anime. What the
own,
fuck are they
then
gonna compare it to?
Whatever.
If you're going to do something, do it right. That's all fans of anything ask for. It's just Hollywood
And look-
justice.
but
But does
look,
Hollywood
I
give a
don't
fuck?
care.
No.
I don't need a live action.
But the thing is,
But
you
the
only
thing
think
is,
about
you only
the
think about
Western
the
live actions. There's
Western
also
live actions. There's
Japanese.
also
And
Japanese.
I will say this
And
again.
I will say this again.
Out of all the other ones
Out
that I
of all
mentioned,
the other ones that I
Alita
mentioned,
does
Alita
pay
does
respect
pay
to the
respect
original
to
manga.
the
If you
original
read
manga. If you read
it's
it,
really good.
it's really good.
Also, Callie, the Full Metal live action is decent. Is you gotta watch it in the original language though. On Netflix, the lips are not synced with the English. But
Hmm
um,
Oh,
it's
also
okay.
the
It does-
the Erase live action.
The Erase
That's really
live
good.
action. That's really good.
Oh, I didn't see that one either.
But
I
like
don't watch
that's the
live
thing
action.
too.
But, like,
Everyone
that's
is
the thing,
always
too.
mentioning
Everyone
the
is always
Western
mentioning the
live
Western
actions, but they never
live action,
really
but they
bring up
never
the
really
Japanese
bring up
versions
the
a lot.
Japanese versions a lot.
Like
Yeah,
Hollywood
you're
is the only one that's quote
Hollywood
unquote
is the only
fucking
one
up
that's quote unquote
the
fucking
anime
up
live action.
the anime
Okay.
live
But
action.
didn't Yu Yu
Okay.
Hakusho have one?
Did they?
Did they?
They really
I feel like that might have been a thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Alita was
BoJack.
trash, just like the trash they found her ass in the
Nope, that's
beginning of that
Carmen.
movie.
Have you seen the movie?
Have you
Instead of
seen
just
the
listening to
movie?
other people's
Instead of just
opinions?
listening to other people's opinions.
Oh, he
Look,
heated.
bruh,
Oh, he heated.
I tried to give that movie a chance. I tried to give that movie a chance. The moment that bitch opened her eyes, I cut that shit off.
Oh.
I was like, she looked like she on drugs. Click.
Actually gave it a try. It will be really good
It will
if
be
you
really good.
check it out.
Oh,
Check it.
Like instead of
Golly,
just
my life
like, instead of
needs
just-
more than 2 hours of disappointment.
Dang.
okay,
Dang,
fine,
Kyle.
whatever.
Here's the thing, how you supposed to be a battle angel when you have the brain of like an 8-year-old?
Oh,
She lost her memories.
she lost her
Shut.
memories.
I don't.
She is sending shots right now. Kelly, like, literally, my
From
nigga.
look from the motorball
From
scene,
the motorball scene,
the character's
the-
look.
Shit, you say lost his memory that one episode. He ain't turned into no little bitch.
Okay,
I
it's
said
been
what I
like
said.
20
Damn,
minutes. Can we
damn.
move to the next topic? Man?
Yeah. There's what's y'all last things on the One Piece live action? Y'all final words.
I'm excited. I guess.
I'm gonna check it out regardless.
I'm gonna check it out regardless.
I'm gonna check it out, but I'm kind of
I can watch 8 episodes.
I would give One
I
Piece
like
a chance
One
if they said they were going to be doing at least 100 episodes. But
exactly.
they said 10.
10. I'm still worried on how they're gonna make 10 episodes of a live action.
Well, 10
I'd be
episodes
more
are
optimistic
arc.
if they
Like,
said
the
it was
thing
going to be
is-
100
like, the thing is-
episodes.
The
It's
thing
gonna
is
be
with
like
the
a
Romance
1
Dawn
hour
arc,
Romance
it's
Dawn
pretty
arc
short.
is pretty short.
If you
If
think about like the
think
people
about
they
like
go
the
up against,
people
like
they
they go up against
they go up against
the Naval Academy.
the Naval Academy.
I forgot
I forgot
the
the
dude that was in charge of
dude that
that.
was in charge of that.
The Marines.
The Marines, my bad.
The
Yeah,
Marines,
the
my
Marines.
bad. Yeah,
Thank
the
you for
Marines. Thank you for
correcting me on that.
correcting me on
I
that.
don't
You
think
have
it's
you
that
have the
big.
rescuing
You have the
Zoro,
rescuing Zoro,
the Zoro portion, which is part of that,
that.
and then you have
And then you have
the Buggy
the Buggy
the Clown arc.
the Buggy the Clown arc.
Yeah.
So it's like three major
Right.
parts
like
of the
three major
romance
parts
dawn,
of the romance dawn,
romance dawn
the
arc. You
romance
have
dawn
the
arc. You
Marines
have the
rescuing Zoro,
Marines rescuing
and
Zoro,
also
and also
rescuing Nami from
rescuing Nami from
excuse me from Buggy the Clown.
Buggy the Clown.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. Like, I
you
don't
can
think
put
it
that in 10
matters that it's
episodes.
gonna
Like
not gonna
obviously
take
for the first
everything from the
episode,
series because there's a lot of shit in One Piece
How
that
long are
doesn't
these
fucking
episodes
matter.
supposed to be?
well my guess
Well,
probably
my guess
45
probably
minutes to an
45
hour.
minutes to an hour.
I think
So
an hour.
like just for the first episode,
for the first
you obviously
episode, you
focus
obviously
on
focus on
Luffy as a kid
Luffy as a
and
kid
his relationship with
and his
Shanks.
relationship with Shanks.
But my
And
thing
then
is,
And then
what?
if the anime wasn't too long, I probably would give it a shot. But the anime have 900 and something episodes, so I don't think and I'm not really that heavily invested in One Piece anymore. So I don't think I
Yeah, it's
would
really
wait.
crazy how the manga has just as many chapters when there's no filler in the manga. That's crazy.
So I don't think I would waste 1 hour of my life just to watch One Piece a live action.
Mm,
Damn.
I don't know. I don't think it's that important because there's just not a lot of important shit in One Piece. So I think they could do a good job. Like a lot of live actions don't even finish the shit. So they're probably just gonna do the same thing. Have like maybe like how we said the beginning portions up to where Zoro gets rescued, maybe or up to Usopp or something.
They're gonna
I
introduce
would.
10
all the
I don't
episodes
have
is
to
literally
characters.
just
all
Luffy
that.
building his crew. Ain't no way in the world you jumping from that
Like,
to even. You're not even finna get to Luffy versus Katakuri. Katakiri, or whatever the fuck his name is.
doesn't have to do with the
That
shark
would be
dudes.
cool, actually. Like have each episode dedicated to
Oh
one of the
no,
crew
no, no,
members.
stupid.
Have the first episode on.
See,
Zoro.
that would be
Did Zoro
okay.
come up
That
on
would be okay. If
Yeah.
the first 10 episodes if these 10 episodes are just Luffy building his crew, and then they set sail, and then they end it with the to be continued, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically
Okay.
what I think they're probably going to do because
No, they're not. No, they're not, Callie. You
they're
are
gonna
what we
try to-
call in the real world blind optimists. You are hoping that they're gonna do the right thing, and they're not gonna fuck everybody over, and they're not gonna shove a dick-sized turd down everybody's throat. But in reality, that's always what happens.
I'm probably gonna do a lot of bullshit in that live
Callie,
action.
you are hopeful because you like to believe that at the end of the day, these producers actually care about what their viewers think. When that's not the case.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm low key worried.
I'll repeat this again. I'll go back into the later movie. Both James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez, they care about the property. And James Cameron worked on that Alita Battle Angel script
Oh yeah,
for
why'd the
years.
sequel get canceled?
It's not canceled. It's just put on hold at the
Yes,
moment
it
because
is. Oh no, that's canceled. Nah,
it's put on
that's
hold at
canceled,
the moment
nigga.
because Disney just recently bought the rights to Fox, so it's put on hold at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
10
Watch
years.
that shit disappear into thin air. Like, what sequel?
Now, like I said before, James Cameron's been working on the script for many years, and he
Okay, that don't mean shit.
He loved the animated movie.
He loved the animated movie.
He decided to work on the script, and because of his schedule, he entrusted his script to Robert Rodriguez, and Robert Rodriguez rewritten the script to make it cohesive and stuff. So, and we got obviously the 2018, not 2019, the Alita Battle Angel movie, which was really good. I'm just gonna just say something that just because the eyes are terrible.
I didn't say just the eyes. Everything about that movie threw everyone off. Even other reviewers who watched the anime, they were like, I don't like this. They could have did a much better job. Everything from the 3D CGIs to the graphic rendering to her body to just everything. They felt like she was very, very misrepresented to look like a Western
Portrayal?
What the fuck? Why am I hearing myself?
Whose mic is that?
Whose
mic is that?
Whoever's
My
mic
phone is
that
acting insane. My phone is on drugs.
It's crazy.
Cosmic. He's fucking.
Now, anyway,
Okay,
just
Okay, get the fuck
everything
off.
about that movie, just everything. It felt like she was very, very misrepresented. Like, imagine if they made Imagine if they made Astro Boy.
I like Astro Boy.
I mean, they made that.
animated
movie.
Oh, I forgot
No,
about
the
Astro
animated
Boy.
movie. The animated movie was good because they did stick true to his origins. He was not a human. He was based off his son who died. They actually did that good. Now here's the thing, right? Imagine if they made Astro Boy,
Yeah.
but
The fuck?
they had Justin Bieber
a
play
naked
Astro
little
Boy.
What?
The fuck?
What?
I'm going to jail.
You
Here's the
what?
worst. Here's the worst. They CGI'd Justin Bieber to age him down to make him look like he's 10 years old.
Oh hell no. Huh?
Nah.
Or they get Will from.
This
Stranger
was
Things.
basically how a lot of people felt they did Alita, because they were like, there were a lot of actresses out there who could have like also did a better portrayal, as well as just been able to be better visually adapted to what they were trying to do, or better yet, they could have just got a Japanese girl, which is what pisses a lot of people off in the anime community. It's like, these people in anime are not white. Why do you keep trying to have white people do it?
Let's get that out the way first.
Who?
Rosa Salazar,
Rosa
the
Salazar,
actress,
the actress
who was Alita in the movie.
Was
She's
Alita
not
in the
white.
movie. She's not white.
Okay, what is she?
She's Latina.
Exactly.
That doesn't help.
Either way, a lot of people thought that she was white. I thought she was white.
Well,
No,
that's
Especially
the
after all
problem.
that damn CGing that they did to her.
That's kind of the
So
problem.
that even
People
fucks it up
assume that
even
she's
more.
white.
So that even fucks it up even more. You take a Latina actress and you basically whitewash her in the movie.
Okay.
What?
Okay, Cal. Okay, Cal.
To where
Wow,
no one would know that she's Latina unless you do your fucking research on who the actress is.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why does it
At
matter?
least Disney was nice enough. At least Disney was decent enough to actually cast Indians in the Aladdin movie. Can you imagine how pissed off everybody would be if Princess Jasmine was white?
You know what's funny? About that Aladdin movie? That shit was basically a Bollywood musical.
Basically.
Bollywood would have did a.
I don't know.
the thing is-
Okay, so here's the thing, right?
thing
Here's the
is,
thing, right?
though,
I've
it's
heard
all
a lot
about
of
the
good things
culture
about the
and
Aladdin
the
movie.
stuff.
I've heard a lot of good things about the Aladdin movie, except the dude who plays Aladdin. So everybody did a great job except the guy who played Aladdin.
Everybody was scared about Will Smith playing the genie. That was making me.
Exactly. People were more. Everybody who went and saw that movie, which I didn't get to see it. I want to see it. They were more concerned about Will Smith playing the genie. Like, no, everything else is gonna be fine. Just the genie. They said, damn, Will Smith did great. He didn't try to copy off Robin Williams himself at all. He actually did
And you see what
his own
happens?
adaptation of the genie, and he did a really great job. But the thing that threw everybody off, because no one had concerns about Aladdin. Aladdin's easy to play. That's not hard at all. But this nigga overacted his ass off and tried to make Aladdin into an asshole when he was never an asshole to the genie. That pissed a lot of people off. They're like, he really bombed in that movie. Everything else was... I didn't hear nothing bad about the movie except for the guy who plays Aladdin. And then here's the plot twist. A few months ago, there were articles going around saying that the guy who played Aladdin was upset because everybody else was getting role invitations to other movies and shit and TV shows and everything except him.
Damn.
Oh.
So that's
I
gotta
will
be
say
mad
this, I
embarrassing.
mentioned the whole thing about like whitewashing these films, though. But at the end of the day, it's about the culture within these films. Like Aladdin, obviously, they're not going to choose white actors.
That's bullshit because there is an Egyptian movie called Egyptian Gods or some shit like that. It's a movie about the gods of Egypt and it is whitewashed as hell. How are the
Shouldn't they
gods
be
of
more
Egypt white?
concerned about
Excuse
the
me?
Acting, except instead of
Wait,
No, that movie got trashed for that reason. They were like, they had no business doing that.
Was the acting good though?
Even Egyptians were
It
pissed
doesn't-
off
it
because they're
doesn't-
like, our gods, our ancient ancestral gods are not white.
Cowley.
Hmm?
I got something to ask you.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
so if a Dragon Ball Z movie was announced, right?
yeah.
And then you come to find out that the voice, not the actor for Bulma was black, how would you feel?
Why would they make Bulma black?
Oh my.
That's just a terrible idea altogether. If you're gonna do anything, if they ever want a second chance at a Dragon Ball live action movie, and you want to put a black
What if
person
it
in
was
there,
a good actress though?
just cast Piccolo as a black dude and give him green skin, because everybody will be okay with that, because Dragon Ball fans think Piccolo a nigga anyway.
What about Mr. Popo?
They better not put Mr. Popo in there. Because that's gonna make people feel bad, because they gonna pick. You wanna know who they gonna have play Mr. Popo?
Oh, Blackson.
No. Who's that real fat black comedian who always it's gonna be one of the two fat black comedians, either the dude who's bald or the other one who got real wild hair. It's gonna be one of them two that's gonna be Mr. Popo.
It's gonna be Bone Crusher. Now stop.
Ow.
Or Rick Ross.
Oh my. All right, let's just
Hey,
move
that would
on.
be
Yeah,
cool.
Rick Ross play
That
Mr.
would
Popo.
Roseanne, come and look out.
Faison Love is too short. Well, actually, you know what? Faison Love could play Mr. Popo. Damn.
All right, let's just move on. To
Have
the next
Ice Cube make the next Dragon Ball movie.
Oh no, that's all.
Everybody gonna have guns.
All right, so the next time we're talking about is
I'll show you my key, boy.
what?
No Vaseline.
Oh my God! All right, so anyway, next topic we're gonna be talking about the announcement that Funimation removed interspecies reviewers off of their server, off of their
With a name like
subscription service.
Interspecies Reviewers,
Rest in
I am
peace.
not surprised.
So B-Man the Killer did a video on this topic, and he can go in more detail about what happened.
So basically, shortest term of it is that Funimation felt that the licensing of the show was out of the company's standards in regards to the content. So they felt that it was best that they remove it off their platform because they feel like it's not really fitting in their policies. And a lot of people, from what I've heard, aren't really feeling that because you have shows like High School DxD that does a lot of this fan service and stuff like that with edgy content or whatever, and it's just it's really bothering a lot of people.
And I will say this, like B-Man and I, we did watch the first episode, and it wasn't really that bad, but I feel like with a series like Interspecies Reviewers, I would expect the company Sentai Filmworks to get the rights to this, because they made ecchi anime. They dubbed ecchi anime series in the past, so I would have expected that company to do a dub for that. Now,
And I
But
found
I
out,
just
by the
don't
way,
understand why they don't just do it though. Like
because it
why?
doesn't. Because I guess
do they
some
just
of the
want kids?
huh?
Do they just want kids on their platform? Do they want a totally family-friendly platform? What is
I think that's not the case.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the plot synopsis of Interspecies Reviewers?
Basically,
they want to fuck every species.
and review them.
That's why Funimation does not condone bestiality, and the reason why is because they have a televised channel on cable TV, and if they put that shit on there, the FCC is going to ride up their asses.
And here's what I got to say about that though, right? Funimation should have known what anime they were getting the rights to.
wait. So what
before
about Monster
canceling it.
Masame?
They're
Not
monsters,
necessarily.
yeah.
They probably didn't. So this is something that I've heard about Funimation. I've heard that Funimation, sometimes, depending on what department in Funimation that they have do things, I have heard that they don't fully look into what they're doing before they buy the rights to. Some later on they find out and they're like, oh shit, we can't do this because we're gonna get in fucking trouble because of the United States FCC. And let's not all forget, in a lot of countries, there are bans on any type of referencing to bestiality. So they can fuck around and pay literally millions of dollars and euros in fees and fines, and then have to go to court and all this other shit, and then the whole anime gets canceled, and the whole company that made the anime in the first place gets shut down because of that shit.
I
They're
didn't
not
watch
gonna go
the
into
anime
detail
yet,
about all that
so
because they feel like they don't have to.
they
That's what a
wanna
lot of
fuck the
companies do. They
dog,
don't ever
too.
really fully explain themselves, but that's more than likely the concern, because it's like, Do we want to do this and get sued out our asses by 15 different countries in the European Union with bans on bestiality? Or possibly the FCC that is like, they're very, very particular, like, no, you're not putting bestiality on American things. Or they may have actually gotten a cease and desist from the FCC telling them, okay, look, here's the thing. Yes, you are putting this on your digital platform, but that is going to be televised in the United States, so you can either shut down your whole fucking platform or not do that. It's your choice. And in which that case, they're not going to tell anything because a lot of FCC cease and desists are under NDAs. Which means you can't talk about it. You can't even tell people that it fucking happened because then you're going to get in trouble because that's classified federal information that is not supposed to be shared unless it's on a need-to-know basis. And as far as the FCC is concerned, viewers don't need to know.
I didn't watch the anime yet. Do they want to fuck like animals too? Like,
No,
I thought it was
not
just,
animals.
Like,
It's like they
22
want to. It's
species.
mystical creatures like succubus.
Yeah, exactly. Like elves and shit.
Like an octopus
so.
lady. What else? What else was it? B-Man?
It was
Elves
octopus,
and
Angels.
angels.
Elves. Yeah, you mentioned elves.
I'm sorry, did you say an octopus lady?
Yeah. Like yeah, basically.
Okay, so here's a fun fact that people don't know.
hmm
There is a it wasn't a hentai series, but it was basically a hentai series because everybody's parts were out and they were not censored in the United States back in the 90s because it was
Does that
very,
make
very
Dragon Ball a
close to
hentai too?
bestiality. No. Here's the thing, right? It was actually fun fact about Dragon Ball. The OG Dragon Ball almost didn't even make it to US TV because of Bulma being an underage girl flashing her panties. In which at that point that's child porn. Exactly. That it almost didn't make it. So here's the thing, right? And if you go back and watch, if anybody ever was able to watch the syndicated versions on American television, those scenes get cut out. They cut those scenes out. Like when Bulma's about to flash, it just cuts to his face. It just cuts to Master Roshi's face. They cut it all out. They had to cut it out. Either that or it was never going to be on TV.
Right.
That's one of the reasons why they don't re-air Dragon Ball. A lot of people don't understand. Governments don't play that shit. They're like, no, because their big thing is that they don't want to promote an agenda that's going to desensitize people's sensibilities, and then you wind up with the Catholic Church, if you get my drift.
What are we talking about now?
We're talking about
the
censorship.
Why certain anime and whatnot why certain anime, ecchi, hentai, and anime in general get either extremely censored in the US or why they never really make it to being dubbed. Because the FCC they're very strict. They're very strict. Like, there are scenes, like, if you go on Netflix or whatever, or even if you get Family Guy on DVD, here's a prime example. If you get Family Guy uncut on DVD, there are scenes on there that you will not see in the actual episodes on Fox, and the reason why is because the FCC slammed it and said no. Now, the contradiction to that is one of America's favorite shows called South Park, because they get away with a lot of shit that they should not get away with, and how the fuck they do that, I have no idea. South Park should have been canceled 5 times by now for going too far.
South Park. Shit.
Yeah, but South Park had a 9/11 episode, remember?
Yep.
And that Osama bin Laden episode.
Mm-hmm. They had homeless people like they were fucking zombies and shit. Like being homeless was a disease. They had an episode literally. They made fun of the phrase "somebody shot up a school" because this is what happened in the episode. They had an assembly, and PC principal was trying to say, "Oh, you think that's funny? You think that's funny?" And he told the cop to shoot the kid. And he's like, "I'm not really gonna shoot him." And the gun went off and hit the kid in the shoulder, and everybody screamed because his gun started going off because he started panicking and pulling the trigger and shit. And they were like, "Somebody shot up the school! Somebody shot up the school!" But that's basically what happened because he literally put bullets through the roof of the school. But a lot of people's like, "Yo, that's pushing it some." But then the next episode apparently somebody did that shit again, and they're like, oh shit. So I don't know. And then South Park even made the hashtag cancel South Park on Twitter.
Right.
Okay, we're talking about two different episodes of people in school.
That's what I'm saying. I said it in 2 different episodes.
Yeah, what was I mean? As not as bad, but that episode didn't have like a person that has like shot. It was just like,
But it was still just the reference altogether. A lot of people, even South Park fans, were like, okay, that's not okay, y'all, because you're okay. We get it. It's a play on words, but we don't think that's some words you should play on.
Anybody else got something to say?
I just feel like they have to double check on what anime they get the rights to before they like greenlight it, you know.
You know, a lot of these companies take the money and run, and then they think about it later.
Yeah.
hashtag South Park goated.
I don't know. I'm just saying we shouldn't. We wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't be in this situation if Funimation, you know, then double check on their work first. Like I said, Sentai Filmworks, I think they should get the rights to interspecies reviewers, because they done ecchi anime series in the past. They done Monster Musume. They done what's that series called? Yamada-chan something. It's just a series about this girl that's trying to have sex with all the guys in the class or something. I can't remember.
It's like
I've seen a
the
lot
thing
of
that puts Funimation.
like that.
Thing that puts Funimation in the hot seat is the fact that they have a 24-hour cable channel on I think it's Cox. Are they on Cox?
Cox.
I'm trying to figure out which cable broadcaster is the one that has Funimation as a channel.
Comcast?
And they actually have syndication and shit. No, it's not Comcast.
I'm finna look that up. I'm bad at
It's not DirecTV
Sony.
either.
Sony, I think.
Sony's not a cable
bad.
provider,
Oh, yeah,
Callie.
I was thinking like I know Sony has the rights to Funimation.
Wow.
Come on,
Fuck Funimation,
Kelly.
man.
Yeah, I can't
These
think
are
of
words
the
about
other
electric
TV.
razor, by the way, in case y'all niggas wanna get shot.
But we could just come back to that.
It's oh god, I could not remember the damn cable thing.
Funimation.
This network.
Yeah, it is Dish.
Okay.
It's Dish.
I just said it. I didn't think that was
Since when?
No, because
Nah,
I remember because my sister's boyfriend at the time had Dish. You have to get a very high-end package in order to get it. It's not on the basic one.
Dang, Dish. Y'all stepping up
Yeah.
your game.
Anything y'all want to say about Funimation and their workspace and shit?
Whatever. Fuck 'em. Bring Vic back.
No.
It's not happening. They're not going to bring it back because it's going to cause more controversy. So anyway.
Fuck them and fuck Kick Vic, cause y'all niggas suck dick. Bars. Anyways, what's the next topic?
The next topic is I'm gonna just say this as a rumor. So a rumor's going around about the new Black Panther movie that Shuri will be the new Black Panther.
Oh no, that's not a rumor. That got confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Yeah, that got confirmed, and it's kind of split because, so in the comic books, T'Challa gets incapacitated, and she has to take on the mantle because he can't have the throne and be Black Panther when he's basically half dead.
Yeah.
But fans who are not aware of that, and they only watch the MCU, feel like they're trying to go part of this pro-women. They feel like with the timing, they're trying to do a pro-female movement and try to have Shuri as the Black Panther already. When it's like, when you look at the plot of the MCU, it actually makes sense. This nigga probably got PTSD from getting dusted.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, as a business move, you can. I think that's what Marvel is trying to do. Like they are trying to bring
Yeah,
more
it can
diversity
still
to
be
the
a
MCU
thing.
movies, and with the whole like moving up, bringing more female lead roles. I think that's what they're also trying to do and think about it.
Now here's the thing: if they do the plot right, like in the beginning of the movie, like at least give them like 45 minutes. Within the first 45 minutes, T'Challa becomes incapacitated. Like they blow his ass up, but because of his because of the heart-shaped herb, he barely manages to live, and she has to do it because of their Wakandan customs. All right, we get that. But if he just surrenders it over, like I don't want to do this no more, here you go. People gonna be pissed off because that's not how that works.
Yeah, but also Chadwick Boseman, he's kind of upset about the news. I would
Yeah,
be
but
upset too.
Chadwick
I would be
Boseman.
too.
Okay, Chadwick Boseman didn't. Chadwick Boseman even admitted he had to go back and look at some of the Black Panther stuff himself when he took on the role as Black Panther. He ain't read all. He's not a, you know what I'm saying. He ain't no diehard DC fan. He don't know everything about Black Panther.
What's crazy is Black Panther gets like a huge fucking bug because like, the nigga becomes king of the dead, bro. He can raise the dead of Wakanda and use them as pawns or whatever. So it's not like he's gonna be an ordinary nigga. He been ordered that powers, bro.
But that's only after he gets incapacitated and damn near died.
Yeah, but he's still though.
Like he was literally in between worlds when that shit happened. If I'm not mistaken, that's when Shuri had to go be the Black Panther, because if there is no Black Panther, there are people who want to invade Wakanda.
Yep.
And like someone needs to have.
And since in the MCU they went public with, oh, we the niggas with the money and the vibranium and we ain't goat herders, guess what? They find out the king of Wakanda is dead. Black Panther is dead. The colonizers finna come.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a little mixed about this. Like, sure, it's cool that Shuri may get the mantle, be the next Black Panther. But also, in some way, you know, force diversity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all get what I mean when I mean by force
I mean,
diversity?
it's not really forced. It's not really forced because she was already in the first movie. It's not like they wrote her out of the first movie. She's just being written out of nowhere. It's just people are just going off of their own presumptions, and they're just. If MCU does the script right, nobody's gonna be mad. I guarantee you, because what they're gonna need to remind people is that Shuri becomes the Black Panther anyway, and then they wind up with two Black Panthers once he wakes up anyway. So they're not doing anything out of pocket. Now, if you just go off and just if you just go off and makes the next Iron Man female when his daughter's like 6 years old right now, yeah, that's you trying to do gender appropriation.
What's the girl Iron Man? Riri Williams or some shit?
Ironheart.
Yeah, I'd like that. That'd be cool.
I think she's cool.
Everybody fuck out of her.
But here's the thing: anytime Pepper puts on the suit, nobody's mad.
Didn't she put
Pepper is an Iron Man.
That's what I'm saying though. But anytime Pepper puts on the suit, because he's made her suits before. Like the Avengers Endgame was not the first time he made her a suit. That was just the one that she put on. He made her suits. When he had that whole arsenal, he even told her in Iron Man 2, she's like, what is this? Said, somebody's up for you.
No, but she wasn't replacing him though.
Yeah, but still, it's like, so imagine if they made another Iron Man movie, but Pepper's supposed to be Iron Man or some shit. So it wouldn't even work. Or they name it Ironheart, but it's Pepper. You know what? I think people wouldn't even get mad, because let's just face it, the MCU fans love Pepper.
Yeah, we love
The way they wrote out her, the way they wrote out her and Tony's relationship, it was not a perfect relationship by any means. And she broke up with him like, 3 times?
Yep.
But at the end of the day, she still stuck true to him. And then when everything came to light, she understood and took his ass back and shit. Like, they broke up like 3 times or some shit like that. But at the end of the day, Pepper was still his ride or die. And then when push came to shove and she saw that portal open, she suited up and came to, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't care what nobody say. I screamed in that movie theater when Pepper and Iron Man were back to back shooting beams and niggas. I was like, ah!
Oh my goodness.
Finally!
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if they took that 8-year-old little girl and suddenly tried to give her a suit, alright, that'd be gender appropriation. 'Cause she ain't got no business doing none of that.
I feel like if they were to give her the suit, that should be like in the next phase or something.
When she's older.
You can't age skip that hard though. You can't age skip that hard though. She's like 8.
Yeah, I think about the other characters too.
Yeah.
Okay, what if there was like a 4-year time skip?
There better be an explanation for a 4-year time skip in the previous movie because ain't nobody gonna just let that shit slide.
Sure.
Like, they still have to explain what the fuck was Iron Man doing not Iron Man, what Captain America was doing during those 90 years. Where the fuck did he get a new shield from? And since technically there were 2 Captain Americas, there's some explanations that need to be done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They still gotta fix that shit. Don't throw nothing else in the mix. Fix that first, and then we'll move on to the next task. Cause I'm not gonna be happy if they just overlook that. He was just fucking what's her name for 90 years. Bullshit, cause she was still in Shield. And where the fuck did he get a new shield? He had to have got it from Shield. They had to have made him a new one, and then they still have to find him because they weren't looking. That partially explains why they weren't looking for so long. Because if you think about it, okay, in Iron Man and Endgame, Thanos broke Captain America's shield. In the end of Endgame, when he took the long way back, he had a brand new fucking shield. There are some niggas who think that he got his shield from his frozen body, but Captain America doesn't know where he crashed at. All they said was that we found you up in the North Pole. That's all he said. He don't know where the fuck he crashed at. So, but at the same time,
a lot of years, so he could have wandered and just found it.
But he's not. Why would he be searching for himself in the North Pole? That makes no sense. That makes no sense, Electric. And here's the thing. Why would he kill his former self when that would make him cease to exist? That Captain America has to become unfrozen, woke up, go through everything in order for him to make the long way back. Because the timeline, because they already said in the original, in the beginning of that movie, the Supreme Sorcerer Supreme, the Supreme one, she told Banner, she said, there can be no branches. Everything has to go the way it needs to, otherwise something's gonna happen. That's why Banner was kind of looking at him like he was crazy because he took the long way back. Like, what the fuck did you do? And you can't tell me Cap didn't try to intervene on some shit. Because y'all know who Cap is, especially when it comes to Hydra.
Maybe they had extra shields.
No, they didn't have extra shields, Electric. When he went back in time, took the long way back, ran into old girl would have had to bring him back to S.H.I.E.L.D. in order for them to let him know, oh shit, he's alive, blah, 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 blah. Because here's the thing, there's also a couple of unexplained things, like, so in the Captain Marvel movie, people just assumed that Marvel found the Tesseract in the North Pole with Captain America. That don't make no sense. He knew where the Tesseract was. But at the same time, it's like, how you gonna tell him where the Tesseract is without finding your body unless it's separated from him? They gotta explain that shit. I can't come up with no theories. I want answers. That's 90 years of what the fuck? Kitty, stop licking my toes, please.
Licking your toes.
I mean, I think Marvel will figure something out. Because all the stuff that they don't explain in their movies, they'll bring it up in the Disney Plus series.
Don't do that.
I mean, because it is going to be canon with the MCU.
Don't do that.
Stupid,
I don't want to buy Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
I don't want to buy Disney Plus. I will wait for the shit to come out on DVD.
I know what's in that thing.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson?
No, the girl that back out the replaced.
About who?
I don't know.
We don't know yet. Yeah, it's weird that Brie Larson came in place.
Yes.
I thought she did okay.
Okay, so I don't know shit about Brie Larson other than the Captain Marvel movie. Why do people dislike her so much?
She was in Scott Pilgrim.
It's because of what she was doing outside of the movie. I guess people didn't agree with.
God damn it.
Like she was promoting, like the way she was promoting, what, feminism and stuff like that. People didn't like
She
that.
was trying to promote feminism in a toxic way.
When is feminism not promoted in a toxic way?
That's what she was doing. She was using her role
like 20 years ago.
20 years ago was the early 2000s, Ledric.
Oh shit, it was. That's crazy.
Stupid.
Oh,
What the fuck up? 30 years ago.
that's the 90s,
What's the
Ledric.
topic?
40 years ago.
That was the 80s.
That's the 80s, Ledric.
Oh, what's the topic?
When was women's rights trying to get... I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
I ain't even gonna say it.
Whenever women's rights was a big thing.
I don't know.
God.
40s.
And
40s,
then-
50s, you may never
Yeah.
know. I'm a part of the topics. We're on the rights.
Nope.
What are y'all
Can
talking
y'all
about?
hear
it
me
for?
now?
Yeah.
Yup.
She said when was feminism not promoted in a toxic way? Referring to
Oh, I
that.
can tell you. During the suffrage era, trying to give women the right to vote. That's why we have Susan B. Anthony quarters, because she held herself very, very respectfully during World War I and II, which is why they had the y'all. I don't know if y'all remember this in history, but do y'all remember the artwork of the mom with a bandana tied backwards, holding her arm with a buff ass arm?
Yeah.
That was women empowerment, and it was not toxic.
Brother.
That's when women were first getting drafted into the army.
talking about.
That was World War II. That was in like the 30s, Ledric.
It still stands.
Okay, but you said 20 years ago.
Look, I don't know about history, okay?
Then don't try to talk about it.
You asked the question.
And then you asked a question, then it dawned on me when? Hella long time ago, before the 50s.
That answers your question.
Oh, you
But
can
then
move to the
you
next
kept on
topic.
just trying to say 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Look.
I'm like, nigga, no.
Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I am super lost
If
right
anybody
now.
needs a recap, we ain't having Ledric do it.
I need a recap
There's gonna
right
be something
now.
from 2 weeks ago, and he gonna say 20 minutes ago. No, Ledric,
I
it was
love
14
you.
days ago.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku fought
Ledric could be the nigga in the middle of a meeting, just stand up and go, but I digress.
Cuphead just killed Cloud Strife.
Who?
Cuphead just killed Cloud Strife.
Is this some death battle bullshit?
No, it's Smash. No, it's Smash Bros.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm trying to think of a reason I'm supposed to care.
I see what's in my hand.
Anyways.
and shoulder knees and toes, knees and toes.
What are those?
Alright, we can move on to the next topic. Y'all, I'm talking about Captain Marvel and MCU.
Cat, my toes are
How many
not
times have we
Stop
talked about the
licking
MCU at this rate? That's my question.
I mean, it always comes up because
It's a good thing,
always
damn.
news coming out for it. Anyway,
It's a good thing, damn.
I found this pretty interesting on Twitter. Do you guys think a toxic fan base can ruin an anime?
No.
A toxic fan base
Still
cannot
watching the
ruin
anime.
an anime, but a toxic fan base can stop an anime from growing.
It can ruin your experience.
Can
from
ruin
an
your
anime.
experience from an enemy.
All
No,
I
it
say
can
is-
stop it from growing because if you have a toxic fan base, it's gonna make niggas who have never seen the anime not want to watch it because they don't want to be a part of that shit. They don't want to be affiliated
Yeah,
with
exactly.
the niggas.
Yeah.
All I
JoJo.
say is- all I gotta say is,
Sword Art Online.
Mm-hmm. JoJo's a big example because JoJo's big as hell in Japan because the Japanese fandom is not toxic. In America, that shit is only just now seeing Toonami last year, and it barely did that because of the toxic ass fan base in America.
I mean, it's been on Tsunami for a hot
and that's where
minute.
Cosmo comes in.
So, Demon Slayer. Demon
I
Slayer.
think, for my personal experience, a toxic fan base doesn't ruin
Man, I
it.
remember I was in a Twitch stream when fucking Mortal Kombat 11 in the storyline. I think it was what is Jack's daughter's name? Jackie?
Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie said, cause everybody, the past and future, everybody was there, and she was like, "Can this get any more bizarre?" And the Twitch chat went retarded. So I was like, "Hey, that's a JoJo reference?" I was like,
Oh, brother.
That's Americans
About
for you.
this,
That's Americans for you.
I was,
That's
y'all,
exactly how. Anytime I see that shit on Twitter now and all this other shit, that's exactly how I hear it in my head. Hey, that's a JoJo reference? No, bitch, it is. But Dawn has been around since before JoJo. Eat a dick and grow a brain, you stupid bitch. I fucking hate you.
I will say this: if you allow a fan base to stop you from watching curiosity, then you shouldn't even be checking out.
we're just
No, because that shit can ruin it for you, bro.
The My Hero.
That shit can ruin
My
it for you.
Hero fandom.
Because here's the thing, right?
No.
Here's a prime example. No. Here's the thing. Prime example, right? A representative of something is supposed to be an example of what that thing is supposed to uphold. For example, a fan base is supposed to be able to stand up and represent that show. I'm not saying go all cosplay and do all this other shit. But if a show is supposed to have, like, you know what I'm saying, some good morals and values, if it's supposed to be just some wacky, goofy shit, alright, go on ahead and be wacky and goofy. But don't sit up there and try to be on some toxic shit talking about some goddamn, fucking, Midoriya is the god of anime.
JoJo's the best.
No, I'm talking about some Midoriya is the god of anime. I don't know if anybody ever said that shit, and I pray that they don't, but prime example. Motherfuckers start saying that shit, Midoriya is the god of anime. Guess what? You're, oh shit, this is really what... When you see that shit, first thing you're gonna think is this really what My Hero fans are like? Damn, I don't want to be a part of that. No, thank you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's a
It
prime
took me a while
example.
to get
Smash
back to My
fans.
Hero.
Here's a prime example. Smash fans. Smash fans, a lot. Smash Melee. Smash Melee fans are toxic as fuck. Them niggas think that game is the god of fighting games, okay? That reason, that shit makes you not want to play that shit. Because it's like, this is really what niggas are like who play this game? I don't want to be a part of that.
Oh, y'all remember when, since we on the topic of Smash, y'all remember when the Evo list came out last year and Smash Ultimate Melee was not on it?
Melee wasn't a part.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
pitched them. They pooped their pants on Twitter.
I mean, Smash Ultimate should be the only thing on there because that's practically every game in one. So I don't know why.
Niggas really did say that shit too.
But like Melee fans think that's the best game, and every game should be like Melee. Cause that was a failed game though. Sakurai, Nintendo didn't mean for it to be like that. It was a bunch of bugs that made it this times 10 speed game where it was like way faster than it should be, and people just took that shit and ran with it. That's why it's still
Yeah, Melee
big,
is
like,
one of the most
fucking 20
abused
years
Smash
later.
games ever.
Mhm. But
And
even
those
the Smash
glitches are the
Ultimate
reason why
fan
they
base,
don't let you bring your own controller to Smash tournaments and shit.
like even Smash fans in general on Twitter, they be getting mad if they don't get their character in, and it's something they don't know. They'll
Razor,
just go fucking
Razor,
berserk.
remember when that Fire Emblem character first was released? Everybody
That's
was
exactly what
heated.
I'm talking about.
So here's my question, right? Why would Sora get into Smash when I get it? Yes, he is a video game character, but the synopsis of what he is in is a crossover between Disney animated movies and well, it used to be Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy is like barely there anymore.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. If they
Because
get the
one of
rights
the
from
rules for
Disney,
Smash
then
isn't one of the rules for a Smash character to get invited in is that their game can't be part of. It has to be just video games. It can't be part of any animations or any shit like that.
I mean,
yeah.
it's not. It's still a video game, so it counts. But like people like
But
Goku
isn't
and
that a
shit, and
rule for
he doesn't
Smash?
originate from
That's
that game. So
Yeah, but still, it's also like, you know. Also, here's the thing: Disney still has a big chunk of rights to Kingdom Hearts. That's why it takes them so fucking long to make a Kingdom Hearts game, because when they're writing the plot and trying to do all this other shit, they have to get the okay from Disney on like everything.
yeah, everybody wants Sora.
That's one of the reasons why Mickey is never gonna be a playable character, because they're like Mickey
Well,
cannot. You cannot use Mickey.
nobody
Oh,
wants
nah,
him.
Mickey.
Nobody wants
No,
him.
Disney set that as a rule ever since Kingdom Hearts 1.
bro.
Because originally Disney was like, you can't put Mickey in there. Like, what you mean? It's like, Mickey, you not getting Mickey in here. We don't care. You're not getting Mickey in there. And they said, okay, what if we make him the king? And they're like, all right, fine. That's why Mickey has such a lesser role until Kingdom Hearts 3, where they literally had to bargain with them and fight with them tooth and nail, to where they're like, let him have a more prominent role. And they're like, no, Mickey does not need to do that. And the reason why is because they salty that Epic Mickey failed.
I
Forgot about that
shit.
game.
Wait, how it felt? It had two games though. I heard the first one did well.
Because they wanted to make a whole series out of it, and
But
it just did not meet their
um,
standards to do it.
People want Sora because he's like a really iconic video game character. They don't care about like Disney or none of the ties. It's originates from a video game.
Didn't
So
Smash
people
Community
want
get a
him.
bad reaction from the new Fire Emblem character?
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
But here's the thing: Disney owns like half of Sora.
Yeah.
That's what I was alluding to. People know
Especially since now, Sora uses moves that are basically based after Disney theme park rides. All that shit, that's Disney's rights. They basically own half of Sora at this point. They're not gonna sit up there. They're not gonna split their rights with Nintendo. Hell no, they gonna make Nintendo pay out of pocket for that shit. Nintendo gonna be like, you can keep it.
They want.
We already
him,
got
but
5,000 characters.
They know we're not gonna get him because of Disney, but people still want him. But they know that's not possible. So that's their dream.
Nah,
character.
they don't.
That's
A lot
what
of
I was
people
gonna
don't.
say.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people forget that key factor, because this is the first time Kingdom Hearts 3 is the first time his moves were ever really Disney related. Because before that, his moves were very, very Final Fantasy inspired. But now, with them special moves, oh no, you already know Square Enix had to pay up heavy to get them get any type of partial rights to that shit. Because that's the Disney theme park. And Disney don't play with that shit. If you have a ride that's even reminiscent to any of they shit, they're like, what you doing? Because if I'm not mistaken, I was told when I was younger, somebody had told me, I've tried to do my research on this, but no, it's an ambulance. No, but y'all know how Dolly Parkson has her own theme park? If I'm not mistaken, when that shit first came up, it almost got shut down because of Disney, because they thought they felt some type of way about some of the rides that they were going to build, and they were like, So she had to get a partnership with another company. Can y'all niggas hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
listening. We
But no, it's like Sora's not going anywhere. Like unless it's a Square Enix thing, Sony ain't doing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
unless
lot
the
of.
Square Enix thing, Disney's not doing it. Like the fact that Sora is in World of Final Fantasy, people were surprised because they're like, "Damn, they actually let you do that."
Speaking of like Final Fantasy, with the announcement, not the announcement, with the new trailer that just came out, I've noticed a lot of comments on Twitter of like people saying, "Oh my gosh, Cloud is gay because he's wearing a dress in the trailer." I'm like, what the
You know, a
fuck?
lot of these people don't know about that part, right?
Because
they
they
didn't
didn't play the
They didn't play the
fucking
original.
game.
There are a
Fuck, bro.
lot of people that are going to buy this game that never played the fucking original.
Yeah,
And they're
you're
gonna be
right.
upset when they
Because a
realize
lot of
that.
people who played the original, are like my age and older. So it's like, that's the thing. A lot of them, and like, here's the thing. Square Enix even tried to be nice, and they were like, look, here's the thing. Before we do this, we have the original version on PS4, PS3, fucking PC, Steam, and the Nintendo Switch. Y'all need to play this shit so you can figure out the fucking storyline, because, no. And they're not gonna fucking play it, because they're like, oh, this game hurts me because the graphics are so bad. Bitch, it's a PlayStation 1 game. What do you expect it to look like?
Oh, can I say something? I saw like a few people on Twitter, like a really minority. It was just a few people talking about they made Tifa's titties smaller, and they're talking about the dress.
They made her
And they
titties more
showed a
realistic.
side-by-side comparison of the old 3D model of the original game, the fucking Lego man of Tifa with her fucking stick hands, and then they showed the dress of the new game.
Them niggas
And
must not
I
have
guess
watched Advent
these people
Children.
don't know what real titties look like, because they not
Them
even
niggas
small,
must not
bro.
have watched Advent Children because her titties were small in the Advent Children movie too. And in Dirge of Cerberus.
Man.
Shit, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Tifa also in Crisis Core?
Yeah, I think, maybe.
I know Aerith was
I
in
feel
there.
like she was.
Okay, they didn't shrink her titties just now. They been did that shit. Anybody who's seen the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, One Winged Angel, her titties are normal sized in that movie.
It's been a thing. I don't know why people saying like this is a new thing.
Cause niggas are dumb. And the thing is, a lot of niggas who are gonna be playing this game aren't even actual Final Fantasy fans. They're just hopping on the damn bandwagon. Cause they'd rather have this instead of, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of people are hopping on this bandwagon because it is one of the most anticipated games of 2020, and they really don't got shit else better to do. Like, after Red Dead Redemption 2, them niggas got bored. Because there are niggas who, like, and here's the thing, I saw this a lot on my timeline during E3 when PlayStation dropped the Final Fantasy VII trailer while Cyberpunk 2077 was just conquering E3, which they did that shit around the same time, which was crazy. I saw a lot of niggas on my timeline talking about I'd rather get Final Fantasy VII Remake over Cyberpunk 2077 because at least I know what I'm getting myself into. Alright, they're both great games. Shut the fuck up.
damn niggas.
And then there are also people who just don't like Keanu Reeves, so they're not gonna get Cyberpunk, so they're just gonna go hop on the Final Fantasy VII bandwagon. I bullshit you not. There are niggas who really don't like Keanu Reeves, and they're like, oh,
I never
you
heard
put
that in my
Hollywood in
life.
the movie.
That's a first for me.
How can anybody not
For
like
real.
him?
Because they don't like the Matrix movies, and they think that's the only thing he's done.
But have they seen the
When Keanu Reeves has been in a lot of movies.
Have they seen?
Or have you seen John Wick? Which actually, there's a lot of people who don't like John Wick either, because they're like, Keanu Reeves has a bitch-made personality. He shouldn't be this badass nigga who's going around shooting people in the face over a fucking puppy.
That's their problem.
I still got one disc with both John Wick 1 and 2 on them, and I still haven't watched it. I need to.
Both those
What was
movies
the
are
topic
good.
again?
Topic
We're
was,
talking about
do you
The
think the
Final Fantasy
anime?
VII remake, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, we
Uh,
basically already talked about the toxic fan base thing,
Oh
but
yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
Cloud having, I almost said Cloud having small titties, but Cloud being dressed up like a girl.
thought he
yeah.
was gonna say Cloud had a
He
small
did
dick.
grow titties. I don't remember him getting titties in the original game.
It's probably gonna be to where they put something in his shirt to make him look like he has boobs with that deep ass fucking voice.
Solos.
I don't see who the hell gonna fall for that.
hmm
Bro, I was
Probably
mad
gonna,
when I
I
seen that in my
mean,
reaction. I was like, what the fuck?
At the
I
let
mean, look
B-Man
at
know,
it.
it was in the original B-Man too.
I want to know how they're gonna do that because, like, they didn't have voice acting in the original game, so I wonder if, like, they're just not gonna have him talk.
He is gonna talk. Did you not see the trailer?
I don't remember.
He talked in the trailer.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, anything y'all want to say before we move on?
I
Alright, so
love
let's
Final Fantasy.
move on to the last topic, and that is Tyler the Creator. Our boy Tyler, he finally won a Grammy.
we talking about the Lil
Of course
Nas
he
X
did.
thing? Or y'all did?
Oh, we didn't talk
Oh, I
about.
forgot about that.
We can talk about that after Tyler the Creator. But
I'm sorry, what did
yeah.
Lil Nas X do?
But matter of fact, let's go
We'll
ahead and
get
just
on
talk
to
about
that
that.
later. Oh,
Thank you,
Malcolm.
Ann. So this guy named
Huh?
Pastor Troy, he was making hateful comments towards Lil Nas X. I guess because the way he was dressed and at the Grammys. And I never heard of Pastor Troy before.
Oh,
Me
look,
neither.
bro, when I first heard this, I was in the call with Callie and B-Man. And then Callie said this guy named Pastor Troy. I'm like, who is that? Apparently, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
With a name like Pastor Troy, I'm pretty sure I could figure out why he doesn't like Lil Nas X.
Yeah. Especially with the outfit he had on, with this
Yeah,
funny
basically
fucking
he's very upset.
JoJo cosplay.
He's very upset like
Oh,
that Lil
so-
Nas X came to the Grammys dressed up as like that, and he's saying this is a disrespect to. What did he say? Oh, this is on his Instagram. He said, "Well, I guess I won't be winning a Grammy. If this is what I gotta wear, they love to push the shit on our kids." The other day, Applebee's had some punks kissing and laughing, eating mozzarella sticks. First thing my 14-year-old son said was, "Effing Applebee's," and it brought joy to my
Fuck
heart. So
Applebee's.
basically, he's just being homophobic.
Homophobic.
He's proud of his son being homophobic.
Y'all want to know how Lil Nas X responded to this?
How he respond to it?
He said,
Damn, I
do
look good in this
good,
picture.
bro." Yeah.
Lil Nas, he's just funny as hell, man.
Well, that's because he a troll, so he used to it.
But it's like he's not like being a dumb troll. It's kind of like a genius way of trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, that outfit he had on was kind of trash in my opinion. I'm not even gonna.
That shit look hard.
I'm still waiting on Callie to wear that.
What did I say, Callie? You a blind optimistic. It could be 10,000 people saying something bad, and you gonna say like, it's kind of gay.
Waiting on Callie to wear that.
Sorry if I got an opinion of my own, and I don't like listening. Not listening, but don't like agreeing to the majority. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, there's a difference between having an opinion and kind of seeming like you low-key intentionally disagreeing with the majority just so you can
I'm
be
not
different,
intentionally
and then also
disagreeing.
being a blind optimistic, which you are kind of a blind optimistic. I love you, man, but you kind of
Oh,
a blind
nah.
optimistic, man. You like giving anything a chance, and then you hurt yourself a little bit, cause, bruh, I don't care what you say. That Avatar adaptation that they about to do, or whichever one it was, that shit's gonna be painful. Oh, you know the Avatar one? Yeah, that's gonna be
What's that
painful.
got to do with Lil
I didn't like
Nas?
I didn't like the first live action Avatar. Though. I stated that.
Nah, but apparently they're supposed to be doing it again.
Okay. And people can learn from the lessons from previous movies.
See what I say about blind optimism?
I'm not being blind.
When does Hollywood
Okay.
ever learn a lesson, Callie?
Let's see. That Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
That wasn't Hollywood,
shit
and then
was-
that company
no.
went out of business doing that shit.
Yeah, but they listened to the fans and they learned.
That wasn't Hollywood, though. That was a small independent company who were trying to do a nice thing for the fans. If it was up to Hollywood, they'd say, fuck you, you're gonna watch this shit anyway.
Real shit. It's quiet.
Well, I'm
But
sorry. I
anyway,
just feel like people are just pessimistic a lot on the internet. Okay.
Now
How
you just
y'all
an
feel
input,
about this
man.
Panther Troy
You
and
know
Lil
what? I
Nas X
like your
shit?
mindset, Callie.
What'd you say, Ant?
How y'all feel about this situation with Lil Nas X and Pastor Troy?
He's a homophobe, and Lil Nas X handled his shit, saying, "Damn, I look good." That boy is at a point in his life he ain't gonna let no homophobe bring him down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems
This
like he's
nigga
so
got
used to
elephant
it.
dollars. Exactly. This nigga literally straight up said on Twitter. I saw this tweet because Sonic Fox retweeted this shit. He said, "Next time a nigga call me a faggot, I'ma kiss him."
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember when he first
Yo,
tweeted that out. I was
that's
like,
fire,
yo,
bro.
Oh shit.
well, I'm about to start calling him gay. So I know.
Man, I wish I could tweet that out.
Hey, what? Oh, you go and get the horses in the back, chill.
No, stop. All right, let's.
Bro, what's stopping you, Metro? Just go and do that.
Where you come from?
I'm
That's
big here,
actual.
nigga.
That's an actual tweet I would make, bro.
Okay, go do it right now.
What? Nobody said anything to me.
Do it.
You know you
Just say
gotta
it.
find that exact tweet.
Just quote it.
No.
All right, let's move on to our last topic, right?
Yeah,
So as I mentioned before, our boy Tyler the Creator, he finally won a Grammy. Best rap album of the year.
I got something to say about that
Rap
rap album.
albums were trash this
He
year,
beat
so
he
yeah.
beat Dreamville, YBN Cordae, 21 Savage. Who else was it?
Didn't Rich Brian had an album?
Oh,
this
Meek
year?
Mill.
Or was that last year?
Huh?
I think that was last
Rich
year.
Brian? Didn't he have an album this year?
No.
I guess that was last year then.
But
Yeah.
he won a
Callie, I got
Grammy.
something to say about this.
Yeah, I want to say something about this real quick though. I'm happy that he finally won a Grammy, but at the same time, I feel like it shouldn't be under the best rap album of the year category. Probably pop or alternative, in my opinion. I think that would be better. But I'm happy for him. But yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, so I'm in the same boat as Callie. Because Tyler said it himself about when he had a speech. He said, since you're black, you're instantly a rapper. No matter how, no matter what your category of music is. As long as you're like, you have a dark skin tone, you're instantly considered a rapper. The Grammys don't give a fuck on what your music type is. But I'm happy that he won a Grammy because I think he deserved it.
That's kind of the same thing Drake was talking about too, even with him in this case. Like they was categorizing him and stuff when he would do stuff that was outside of rap and shit too.
Right.
They would put a label on him. That's why he wasn't going to the Grammys.
I mean, to be fair, they both got popular off of rap and hip hop though. So
But that doesn't
I can
mean
see
that
why.
you should be under one category just because you.
Yeah, of course not.
Because
But I see
literally,
why.
Tyler's album isn't really rap. It's really
Mostly alternative.
alternative, yeah. But I'm happy for the man. Like he deserves it. He
Yeah,
and
definitely.
he literally went on Twitter and he showboated his Grammy to this guy that like years ago told him that he wasn't going to win a Grammy.
Yeah. I wish I could do that.
Like I said, he deserved that shit. Man. He went from what's this shit called? My mind's going blank. What's his first album called? I literally just went blank.
Goblin?
Goblin. He went from Goblin to Igor. Look at that transition in his career.
It's called Plot Armor, Callie.
What the fuck? He said it was what? I'm excited to see what Tyler does next year.
Yup.
And then Jaden, that reminds me, Jaden went on
Bucko,
online and
you
said,
lost me.
my boyfriend won a Grammy. I'm like,
Oh, nah,
this
Bucko.
nigga.
Wait, huh?
Jaden, this is not the first time he mentioned this, but on Twitter just recently when Tyler won a Grammy, Jaden said my boyfriend won a Grammy, y'all.
How old is
Oh my
Jaden is 21.
he? Damn.
Yeah.
This time I thought he was like in his late 20s.
That nigga grow up so fast, bro.
No. But the last time he called Tyler his boyfriend was I think during was it during Tyler's concert?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that was
yeah.
Tyler who said that. Jaden was just like, okay.
Interesting.
Jaden is funny, bro. But anything y'all gotta say about Tyler winning the Grammy?
I'm happy for him.
Congratulations to him. I want to see more shit.
Happy Black History Month.
Exactly. Happy Black
Be
History Month.
Negro month. Y'all
That's
still gotta
dope.
put profile pictures of y'all for Black History. I think I forgot.
I might change mine. I might. But yeah, so anything else y'all wanna mention before we end the stream for tonight?
We supposed to talk about the quizzes, nigga.
Oh yeah, the
Oh yeah, last week.
Oh yeah, so I didn't mention this last week because I totally forgot. But last week Bandai posted a quiz that Dragon Ball fans can participate in. It's a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot quiz where you answer like 20 questions, and depending on your score, you get like a certain rank. And I think me, B-Man, Cosmic, Zatro, Spirit Shot Gaming, we all participated in it, and B-Man got a 90. I got a 60, I believe. Cosmic, did you get a 50?
I like 50 or 40.
50, 40. Zatro got 30. I think Spirit got a maybe. I'm gonna say 50 as well. But yeah, let's all clap for B-Man for getting the highest score in that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot
Whoa.
quiz.
I'm not surprised.
Woo! Even though Callie
I'm
was
not
salty on
surprised
Twitter,
because you put
though.
Huh?
What?
Arc.
I said what I said.
Hey, the quiz was low key kind of hard, man.
Surprised B-Man got the highest grade because he covered Kakarot the most ever since it was first announced.
Oh, it was about Kakarot?
Yeah, not really.
It was about
Kakarot.
Dragon Ball
It was
as a
about Dragon Ball.
whole.
Yeah, Dragon Ball as a
Oh,
whole.
okay.
Just that Kakarot.
Like asking stupid questions like how many kids did Granddad El Guru have?
Wow, I
How
wouldn't
were we
even be
supposed
able
to
to
know?
do it, no.
What were we supposed to know?
But yeah, so B-Man was in first place with best score. I was in, I think Spirit was in second place. I'm in third. And Cosmic was out. So yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're all Dragon Ball fans, and we know.
No, I'm not.
What?
I don't know. Dragon Ball, but no.
I mean, but majority of us are Dragon
I'm
Ball
not a
fans. That's
Dragon
what I'm trying to
Ball
say.
fan, though.
Majority of us
You're a fan?
in this group, we are Dragon Ball fans, and we know our stuff. We have our favorite characters. So regardless of what the quiz say, we know our shit about Dragon Ball.
What do you mean by fan, though?
Huh?
Okay, how many kids Grand Guru got?
Grand Elder Guru. Get that shit right.
Right.
Whatever his
Can you
name is.
answer that?
You answered that since you were a Dragon Ball Z fan. It's
I wouldn't be a
quiet.
real fan would know that.
Okay, guys, let's end the stream right there.
Alright, so that is it for this week's stream, guys. Thank for everyone that was tuning in. Also, check out all of the channels. Links to our channels will be in the description box below. Also, follow us on Twitter at Prozpects, and also all of our individual Twitter accounts. So that is it for today's stream, and we'll see you all next week.
Not gonna say the name. It's Callie, okay.
And you usually say our names at the end.
Oh, my bad. You're right. My bad. I'm totally zoning out. I'm sorry. So, thank you to B-Man the Killer,
Yeah.
Aunt G's,
Arc.
Electric Razor,
Follow me on Mixer.
Zatro Enigma Zero,
Mm-hmm.
and Cosmic.
Welcome to the void.
Barely talk.
Was
No.
leaving the void. What are you talking about?
Nah, because you always in the void.
Nah, boy. Nah,
So, we are Future Prospects, and we'll see you next week.
Rosa Parks ain't die for this.
I love you.